Hey y'all, welcome to another video. You know who it is, it's your boy Easy catching this motherfucking thing. Bow with the left hand, cause you know that's nasty. I hope y'all heard your boy has a new intro song on this motherfucker, you feel me? Hey, shout out to my boy Trill, and I really appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to put such beautiful music on my channel and making it for me. I appreciate him for that, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog, that's my guy. I appreciate him 10 stacks, you know what I mean? So let's get into this shit today, you feel me? We're gonna talk about my boys today, alright? Because we lost a tough one. You know what I'm saying, man? It is what it is. We were 5-0. We ran to a team that is starting to kind of pull it together. Regardless of what y'all say, the Jets are kind of pulling it together because they're starting to rally behind Zach Wilson, okay? But, excuse me, I want to focus on my boys today. I don't really do that much. I don't really, y'all know I'm a Philly fan. You know who I am. You know how I get down. But today, I'm going to harp on my dudes today, okay? So Philly lost this game 14-20 after being up pretty much 14-0. And, hey, things happen. This is the NFL any given Sunday, okay? But reasons why is because, one, Jalen Hurts had a bad game. Now, don't get me wrong. He was 28 of 45 for 200 yards and a touchdown. But he made three very crucial mistakes. He had 3 interceptions. One, I'm not going to harp him on because Dallas Goedert every year finds a way to drop a pass that hits him right in the hands, but somehow miraculously bounces off of him and goes into the defender's hands. It happens every year. It never changes. Now, don't get me wrong, Dallas Goedert's a phenomenal tight end. But he'll get you at least one of those a year. Bounce off him. He don't know what happened. He thinks it's an incomplete pass, and lo and behold, it's going the other way. But it is what it is. But there were 2 others that were legitimately on Jalen, especially that last one at towards the end of the game. There's a minute 40 left, bro. What are you doing throwing that right there? After the 2-minute warning, see that was, I believe his name is Brian Johnson. That is a terrible play call. Terrible play call. You're up 14-12 against an offense that really isn't known for driving down and making these miraculous fucking game-winning touchdowns and things of that nature. Why are you trying to throw that right there? That's not a good play call. I know you're trying to get the game over, but your defense has been playing well all day. They only gave up 12. Your defense only gave up 12 at that time. So what you should have did, run the ball, clock it, kick it back to him, make him drive the length of the field. That was making things harder than they have to be. And because of that, now your quarterback just made a crucial mistake and he just threw a ball. Well, he tried to force it into Dallas Goedert and was completely blanketed. 2 people were sitting on that all day. And boom, what do you know? It's picked off, it's going back, they score easily. Why? Because we let them score. Don't get it twisted, we could have stopped them, but they let them because they felt like we can use this time to drive down and do what we got to do. Did they do it? No. They didn't. And I give kudos to that Jets defense because those boys are good. I don't know who their defensive coordinator is, but whoever that guy is got them boys playing solid fucking football. Because it's not just against the Eagles that they just had a very phenomenal game. Even against Patrick Mahomes and them Chiefs, they had a great game defensively. And almost pulled it out. There are some head scratchers here for Philly. And you can't blame anybody but yourselves for that loss. Were there some key injuries? Yes. Lane Johnson went down. And I think his name was Jack Driscoll that came in. Driscoll's not good at that time. He's not good. He's not ready for that. And he was getting blown by all game. To the point where it was making Jalen Hurts have to think about what's going on that side before he's making his decisions. You could see it. Every time he got ready to pass, he's drifting away from that right-hand side. He's drifting away from that side. He doesn't want to be over there. Like to a point where at the end of the game, Devontae Smith is open. He's open. If you just throw that right there, he's open. He's good. But no, because he's worried about, is Driscoll going to keep me safe on that right-hand side? So he's drifting away. He's like, let me get as much distance as I can and then let this fly. By doing that, you've allowed the safety to now cover ground. It just wasn't. It was a bad game all around. You know who led the team in rushing yards? Jalen Hurts with 47. Why are we not running the ball? We are a run-first offense. We should be a run-first offense. Why? Because a lot of our deep balls and big hit plays come off of play action. Because they're having a hard time stopping the run. That's what our offensive line thrives at. Running the ball. Use them big boys down there. Use them. Let them get out there and start pancaking people. And open holes so that way DeAndre Swift, who you signed, who you brought in to do what he needs to do, can run the ball effectively. That's what y'all were here. That's what you brought him here to do. Brian Johnson, your play calling has to be better. Your play calling has to be better. Because some of these plays that you're calling are just not it, bro. They're just not it. Utilize your personnel. We get A.J. Brown as a deep threat, and that's fine. We get that Devontae Smith as a deep threat, that's fine. But you can't do that every single motherfucking play. It isn't going to work. Quick routes, quick slants, quick hits, screens. Do that. Stop throwing so many fucking QB draws in there. You're going to get Jalen Hurts hurt doing that. I get he squats 600 pounds. Cool. That's fine and dandy. I don't care that he squats 600 pounds. Stop putting him in these dangerous situations. Because at some point, someone's going to hit that 600-pound lifting leg, and it's going to tear something. And I don't want to see Marcus Mariota coming into the game to save us. That's terrible. I don't want it. I know y'all don't want it. Fellow Eagle fans don't want it. You know what I mean? But you got to figure something out. A.J. Brown did have 7 for 131, but he didn't have a touchdown. He's been throwing tantrums on the sideline because he wants the ball. Okay, cool. You're getting the ball, but realize what our offense is, bro. We are a run-first offense. That is the bread and butter of our offense, and that's what gets us going. Run first. That's how you get all them yards, bro. That's how you get all that shit. Now, we had some key injuries. Like I said, Lane Johnson went down. When Lane Johnson goes down, our offense just completely subsides and has no idea what they're doing. Why? Because he is such a huge anchor to that motherfucking offensive line. He is a madman. And you need him. Not having him hurts. As we've seen, Jalen's running for his life. You need Lane Johnson over there. You need him over there. Apparently he's going to suit up this weekend, which good. I hope he does. Because that Driscoll kid's just not it. He's not the one for it. Like, nothing against the guy, but he wasn't ready for that. Give him a little bit more time working with working with Kelsey, working with Lane Johnson, working with Mailata. He'll be fine eventually. Just right now, he wasn't ready for that. And he went against a solid defense to have to come in and deal with. And, hey, man, he got ran over a little bit. I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. It happens. Some people were just not in the right position for it. He just has to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. We ended up losing Blankenship, which that was a big blow to our our DB core. Darius Slay didn't play. Jalen Carter didn't play. Quez Watkins was out, which that led to the situation that I think everybody should have seen. Julio Jones is now signed with the Eagles. With Quez Watkins being out, that can now be a slot guy. Yes, is Julio going to take the top off of it? He can. He sure can. Don't get it twisted. He may be 34, but that brother can ball. But he's mainly going to be the slot guy. So pairing him back up with A.J. Brown, and this should really get him a lot of touches. But people are going to focus on A.J. and Devontae Smith. And speaking of Devontae Smith, he had some really key drops that you don't really see from Devontae for real. Really key drops. You know, there was one across the middle. He's bucket naked across the middle. And if he makes that catch, he's probably still running. But those are mental mistakes, mental lapses that we have. We have games where we make mental lapses and we fuck up. We can do that. Don't get it twisted. Philly's still a good team. They're a great team. Just everybody has a moment where they lose. I know everybody has this notion of just going undefeated. When's the last time a team went undefeated? The Miami Dolphins, I think it's like 75. Something around there. There's that record's just going to live forever, apparently. You know, everybody gets to talking when a team's like 6-7-0. Oh, they're going undefeated. They're going undefeated. I don't like that notion because it puts their mindset in a bad place. They're focused on being undefeated rather than focus on playing the game right and doing what they need to do to win. But you know, that is what it is. Other news, well, I guess still related. Philly is the number 1 run defense in the league right now. Why? Because you got big boys like Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Fletcher Cox, Derek Burnett, Brandon Graham. The boys are handling business on that front line. Do they have as many sacks as last year? No, they do not, which is fine. You know, that was Hargrave's thing. You know, he was a sack machine. He was definitely one to get through there. But you still got Josh Sweat. You know, he's still doing his thug thing over there. He's still handling business. You just got to get them going. They'll get going. They'll get going. They got a pretty decent test coming up this weekend on Sunday Night Football against the Dolphins, against the number 1 ranked offense in the league, the fastest offense in the league. I don't know what they are going to do to stop Tyreek. I wish I knew. I wish I could be in that in the room with those guys listening to the conversation, but we don't know yet. We'll see though. From what I noticed, anytime you want to beat Miami, you got to get to Tua. Got to get to him. You got to get him off his spot, throw him off a little bit, hurry him up. Don't give him time to sit back in the pocket and let Tyreek just outrun somebody. You got to put pressure on him. Got to get pressure on him. And I think we can do that. I think we can definitely do that. Nakobe Dean is back, so he's anchoring the defense right now. And, I think he'll be able to put them boys in the right position. Jalen Carter should be back this weekend as well, so should Darius Slay. Lane Johnson is going to suit up this weekend, so this is good. We're getting key pieces back when needed. I don't really know the situation on Bradley Roby. He ended up going out as well. I think it was a shoulder situation, like a shoulder injury. But they're saying there's speculation that he is going to suit up and he's going to get right back to where he was in the slot position. He's going to be fine. Darius Slay should be back this weekend as well. I don't know if I already said that, but I believe Blankenship should be back this weekend as well. So yes, did we have some injuries? Did we take some bumps? Yes. It is what it is. You take it on the chin and you keep on moving. You lost a tough game against a team that is starting to kind of like rally around their quarterback right now and start playing for him. And teams like that, when they kind of like have nothing to lose, are very dangerous. They're very, very dangerous teams, and we saw that. Like, hey man, they had nothing to lose. Just like when San Fran was playing Cleveland, Cleveland had nothing to lose, and what did they do? Cleveland ended up pulling that game out and winning. Without Deshaun Watson. Without Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is. It happens. Welcome to the league. Did it sting? Absolutely. That one hurt. It hurt a little bit. Broke my heart. You know what I mean? But you need to push that shit to the back of your mind and move on to the next one. The next it is on to the next one. Okay? You ain't got time to worry about, oh man, we just lost to the Jets. Well, you got Miami right up next. Focus on them. Get right with them. Do your work. Do your homework. You know, it is what it is. Hey man, it happens. Welcome to the league. Like I said, welcome to the fucking league. Any given motherfucking Sunday. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But we'll be competitive. Jalen Hurts is not going to go out there and throw 3 interceptions again. Because one, he shouldn't have to throw 45 times in this game. Especially when you're up. You're up. What are you throwing so much for? Run the ball. Run the ball. I've seen you be down points running the ball. I've seen you down 10, 14, still run the ball. You're up. You're up 14. You don't got to keep trying to throw it downfield, just hitting these fucking home run passes. You don't got to do that. You don't got to do that. You didn't have to do it last year. You don't got to do it this year. Keep doing what you're doing. But Brian Johnson, your play calling has to be so much better, bro. Has to be so much better. I get this is your first year and you're still getting your feet underneath you, but you've been with this team for a while. You know how they are. Run first. Period. Get your shit together. Or they will run you out of the fucking city. Philly don't play that shit. Y'all know that. Philly don't play about that. So get right or they will run you out of the city. Simple as that. Okay. But I appreciate y'all for coming through and rapping with me. Yes, today I harped on my boys. The good and the bad. Okay? Even when we lose, I'm going to get on their ass too. It's not just Denver's ass I'm on right now. I get on my guys too when they lose, when they fuck up and they make crucial mistakes. Non-bias. People know that when I give motherfuckers L's during the playoffs. Don't worry. When the playoff time come, big L's are coming. Be ready. No discrimination. Even for me. If I lose, I'm going to be sad, but I got charged to the game, man. Take that L. It is what it is. Y'all know the vibes. And y'all know who it is. It's your boy Easy catching this motherfucking thing. And always remember, the left is nasty. And it's always going to be that way. Okay? Rock with me. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know what to do. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Fucking with your boy. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all know what to do.